What is up, everyone? We are in a new series, new month. The series is called Recess, and as you know, guys, summer is approaching, and we get to talk about some fun things. This particular week, God helps me grow stronger. The story of Gideon. Gideon, in case you don't know, was one of the judges from the Old Testament. The judges were people that God would call to free or rescue his people. And in this case, Gideon is like the youngest in a family of a not important family, and he is not the one that you would go and say, I bet he's going to be the hero today. But sure enough, as God tends to do in his stories, that's who he chooses. He's called by God to lead an army. 32,000 men show up, and God says, that's too many. If you fight with this many people and you win, this army will get the credit, and I'm here for the credit. I am God. And so he says he sends them home. And long story short, they go to battle with 300 people, and then something crazy happens. I'm going to make you read that story on your own from Judges 6 and 7. But spoiler alert, Gideon and God win that story. So what I'm going to do is blitz through the kindergarten lesson plan, because some of that carries over to the 1st through 5th grade. And then the kindergarten group, you guys, if you're watching, you can just dip out at that point. But we'll make this really quick. When you start your service, so again, you're going to start today at about 8:05 or 9:35 or 11:05 or 6:35 as kids are coming in, because you're going to have an opening activity, which is called a fitness challenge. So it's very simple, almost like follow the leader. It says for this activity, you'll need kids to stand in a line with enough space between them to stretch, and have the first kid or leader in the line do a simple stretch like reaching up. It says, followed by each person taking a turn. After the last person does the motion, they move to the front of the line and they create a new motion to pass down. So maybe they do 2 jumping jacks, and then everyone does 2 jumping jacks, and then the person at the end of the line goes to the front of the line, and then they do another motion. They do a push-up, and everyone does a push-up, and you just keep going around like that. You do that until 8:15 or 9:45 or 11:15 or 6:45. You're going to come across the hall and join us in the large group space. Now, this large group space, everyone pay attention, because it is going to be the same. We have a new memory verse this month, so we'll introduce the big idea. God helps me grow stronger. The memory verse is 1 John 3:1. It says, see what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God. So we'll have that verse. We'll just kind of introduce it this week. We also have a game. The game involves our laser pointers. We played this game about 3 months ago. It's called Find It. This time it's Find It Summer Edition. So on the screen there will be a lot of things that make a lot of sense together, and one thing that stands out, and it kind of hides. 3 kids will each be given a laser pointer. We have a red, a blue, and a green laser pointer, and they are going to try and shine the light on what is different. Play a couple rounds. Pass the laser pointers on to another kid. Every kid can be pointing at it and shouting out. You can't understand them anyway. So we'll do that. We'll go into worship. We have 2 songs. One of them will be brand new for everyone, which we're introducing now as a kids camp song. And then the other one we've done over the past year. We've done it a couple times. It's not brand new. It's called Something Good, in case you're wondering. After that, we'll have our story on the screen, and then we'll go back to our small groups. Kindergarten, when you go across the hall, you're going to have a review time where you have singing, get everyone to hold hands in a circle and sing the lines to the tune of All Around the Mulberry Bush, which is da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it tells you what to sing there. I'm not going to sing it because I can't sing. And then you have some review questions, a memory verse activity, and then another game you can play called Dice Fitness. And so what you're going to do is assign an activity to a number. So if you roll a number 1, you're going to have the kids crab walk around. Number 2, they're going to do burpees. Number 3, they're going to jump as high as they can. Number 4, and there's just some options there. So I'm not telling you that's what you have to do. They have, hey, you as a group assign it, and then you roll the die. And if you roll a 4, you do whatever 4 is. And if you roll a 6, you do whatever 6 is. And you do that. When you're all done with that, you have a memory verse coloring page to do. Oh, there you go. Coloring page to do. And that is your whole hour and 7 minutes, as we like to say. So pretty simple stuff to get us kicked off in the new series. Kindergarten, if you guys want to dip out, you're more than welcome to do so. first through fifth grade, we're just going to hit the small groups really quick. Kids are going to come in, and at 5 minutes after, you're going to ask the question, what do you think it means to be strong? It's an open-ended question. There's the kind of strength that is heavy and I can lift it. That is a type of strength. But there's also emotional strength. There's also endurance strength of I can do something hard for a long time. Hey, when I struggle at school and something, I don't give up. That's a kind of strength that is different than that rock is heavy. And so just kind of getting that idea that today we're going to hear a story about a man named Gideon. Gideon was strong, but not because he had incredible physical strength. And so we're going to talk about Gideon. We're going to go across the hall, do the large group. I already said it. I'm not going to explain it again. When you come back over, you are more than welcome to use this right here and retell the Bible story, because I know that sometimes our videos, the press play videos, which I don't make, by the way, are not great. I have good news that in about 2 months, our curriculum company did not renew their contract with Press Play, and we will have a new video series to work with, which is wonderful. You have some scripture questions and some application questions. Those are right after the retelling of the story, and you don't have to retell the story if you don't feel like doing so, or you can let the kids. You have some questions to do. You have prayer, and then you have a response time, which is called the Stronger Plan, which is, it looks like this. So every kid is going to get one of these. Okay, so it has a day of the week, and it has body, mind, heart, and then number of minutes. And it really comes down to this. I'm going to read it for you. It says, let's see, distribute a copy of the printable, have them fill out what they can do to grow stronger in these areas. So, hey, on Monday, what is it that you can do to have grow a stronger heart? And I would say, one answer is like, go run a mile because it's good for your cardio. But I would take that to mean the way you love others. What's a way that you can do something to love someone else? How long would that take to go and show your heart and go and love someone else? Oh, you could do that in 2 minutes. But there's also a way you can do it, and it could take an hour if you want to paint someone a picture and give them a gift. So you can go through the week and go, I'm going to help it get started, and then I'm going to let you guys do that on your own. For older kids especially, they can do that on their own. When that is all done, you have 2 options. Where'd it go? There it is. You can do the fitness challenge as described to the kindergartners, which is basically I do a motion and then you all do the motion, and then the last person comes to the front and they do a motion and then we all do the motion. Or you have the memory verse coloring page, or you also have the story coloring page. So you have 2 different coloring pages that your kids can do. So again, more than enough stuff to do there. So, I say stick to the script, meaning everything we're going to have on this page has to do with what we're talking about, but you do not have to do everything on this page. So if you go, man, there's 7 questions to ask. I'm going to ask 4. Great. You don't need to ask all 7 questions. You can ask 4. Especially, are your kids really, really squirrely today? Play the game that involves moving a lot, because they're going to move a lot anyway. So steer into the skid. Is that what they call it? Yeah, steer into the skid. So with that being said, that's what we have going on. Have a great day. Have a great week. I'll see some of you tomorrow, Thursday. I'll see the rest of you on Sunday. Till then, peace out.